Hey guys, real quick before we get into today's video, all month during the month of November, we are celebrating Black Friday and we're doing 40% off of our VIP Discord. Inside of the Discord, you get access to every trade that I am taking, as well as a couple of our other analysts here at A1 Trading. You can see the entries, the exits, and the full breakdowns of every trade. You can also join our chat rooms. We have educational material in the form of a strategy library. You can download the strategies we're using and use them and look at them for yourself. You get access to our MetaTrader 4 trading tools, which are things like the trend scanners that we have, our trading robots, and all sorts of other different perks and things that could be helpful to you if you use MT4, and much, much more. Down below in the description, you can get 40% off using the code that is down in the description as well. And with that said, I hope you join us. We're looking for more serious traders, and I'd love to meet some of you there. I'm officially long on USD JPY, and if you stay tuned until the end of this video, you'll see if I make any money or if I lose some money on this trade. I just picked up the position here at support, and in this video, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna film start to finish. These are real trades, real, I don't know what's gonna happen next kind of thing. And if you like that sort of stuff, like I said, stay tuned to the end of the video and hit that like button down below and subscribe to the channel if you want more trading content. So with that said, let's get into it. So USD JPY here on the 4-hour chart pulling back, and I've been looking for an opportunity to go long on this currency pair. Fundamentally, I like this thing to the upside. Now, before I get too far into this, let me show you the trade alert that I just shared to our members on Discord. If you're not a part of the A1 trading community, this is what it looks like. So every trade that I take, I share full in-depth details. This is not just a copy trading service or signal service like that. The goal with this is to share my in-depth reasoning and analysis with every trade that I take. We have a couple different analysts here that share their trades throughout each week during each of the major sessions. If you'd like access to this group, there's a link down below in the description that you can get access there for if you'd like access. So anyways, picking up dollar yen here today on the long side. I've been waiting for a pullback and willing to take a small risk here. Pullback to support, 38.2% retracement and a strong upward trend, which we're going to take a look at the technicals in just a moment. I also like the fundamentals, which I have been bullish on the dollar, as I've mentioned in several of my previous videos and in my posts inside of the trading community. I said an overall recovery favors dollar bullishness, the Fed pushing towards tightening monetary policy, the tapering process, etc. And I'm bearish on the yen right now, as I've also mentioned in previous posts about their lagging monetary policy, the risk on environment that sort of favors other things other than the yen, right? So overall, bullish on dollar yen itself and looking for more higher pushes to the upside there. So there's my entry. I put out the entry, my stop loss on the trade in case things go against me. And from here, it's basically just a waiting game. So let's go look at the chart really quick. So one more thing here. So I risked 30 pips, not a big risk, right? So I risked very small on this. And my goal is that if price comes down and just keeps crashing down, I'm just going to take a small controlled loss, and it won't be the end of the world. If you've been watching my videos for a while, you know I share wins, I share losses, I share everything in between. I don't, if I film something for YouTube, it goes up on YouTube, whether I want to or not, because it takes a lot of time to film these. So if I film it, the team here, the editing team will get started on it and we'll go from there. So anyways, looking for upside here, price pulling back to that 38.2% retracement as you saw in the trade alerts from Discord. And then also supportive level. I liked the fact that, we found a nice little ledge of support here and rallied from there previously. And then we came back and tested the general area here, found support again. So I am looking for my fundamental bias plus the technicals here to hopefully carry me to a profitable trade. If the trade goes in my favor, you'll notice I don't have a take profit on this position. Now, there is a reason behind that. So my goal with my trades is to let winners run. So if price starts going in my favor, if things start trending higher, my goal is not to just take profit as soon as I see money on the table. My goal is actually to let a profit run if it comes my way. Now, that may never happen. I may stop out immediately on this trade. And again, it'll still go up on YouTube. But if things go in my favor, my goal is to try and ratchet this stop loss up behind price and to lock in a trailing stop to hopefully catch a nice runner here Should we see a return back to the highs, etc.? So again, there is the concept there on dollar yen. So what I'll do now is I'm actually going to pause the video and give it some time here to develop. I am a swing trader, so these trades can take several days at some points. So what I'll do is I will pause the video and come back once things have moved enough to make commentary. All right, guys, so we got a little bit of a winner here on dollar yen. Things are going pretty nice. I'm up about $100. I was up a little bit more just a bit ago, but price is pulling back a little bit here on the lower time frame. So from here, I have actually already moved my stop loss to break even. So inside of the Discord, I just called out 2 members that I said another nice winner so far here, and moving my stop loss to break even at this point. So from here, the trade is no longer a risk factor really, because at this point, if price comes all the way back down, the worst case scenario is that I just stop out for about break even, meaning I don't make any money. I just walk away from the trade without any sort of loss, right? So that's a good spot to be in. It's definitely an ideal situation to say, okay, well, it's now not a matter of whether or not I lose money or if I make money. Worst case is I don't make anything, and best case is that things continue to make a move higher. So let's do some quick technical updates here to see how things are going. Now, big picture idea here that I'm looking at is watching to see if we can get a break above this this trend line here. This seems to be the barrier for sellers at the time, where we can see, okay, we had this big top, right? Then a lower high, and technically you might say, well, Nick, doesn't that look like a head and shoulders pattern? And it kind of does, but one thing that I like to note about head and shoulders patterns is I don't really consider them like a real huge threat to the trend until they actually break one way or the other. So for example, if we were to mark, this is our left, that's our head, that's our right shoulder, right? For me to really say, hey, this thing looks like it's confirming a reversal, it would have to do something like this. It would have to break underneath and show strength to the downside, right? Breaking the quote unquote neckline, which I would define as this big level of support. If that level were to have broken, then I probably would have jumped out of the trade immediately. And that's why I had a stop loss initially down below. So again, that 38.2% retracement level holding beautifully. So far looking pretty good here on dollar yen. Again, floating about $90 to $100. It goes back and forth here, but what I'm going to do from here is I have my stop loss locked in. I already shared that inside of the Discord, called it out in the trade alert section. And from here, it is just a matter of giving this some time to play out, right? If it keeps going, I'll look to trail stops more. If it reverses and hits my stop loss, then there's nothing to do more than break even and move on to the next trade, right? And with these videos, I understand that they are not always flashy and exciting. When I sit down to film one of these trades, it takes me a lot of time to film them, and I have to send them to the editor. And so it takes time to put these together. So if you're liking these videos, hit that like button down below. It really does mean a lot. And also understand that just because I'm filming it doesn't mean it's going to be a crazy cool trade or anything every time. I'm not going to make, 10 grand every trade or anything like that. These are real trades, and this is just sort of day-to-day stuff. And I hope that this is helpful to you. So let's stay tuned. We'll pause the video and come back once things get moving again. All right, guys, dollar yen is moving nice here. We've got a nice pop to the upside here. You can see the last few days looking very, very strong. It has been a few days since I last filmed this update. So $192 here on the trade. You can see on the profit there. The trade is going pretty well so far, and I have actually already moved my stop loss up into profit. So you guys saw last, I filmed that update where I moved my stop to break even on the initial pop, but now with some follow through, I have decided to actually move my stop loss into profit. And let me highlight one of the main reasons for that. Before I do, let me just show. So this is what I just sent out to members inside of our private Discord. So I basically said officially I'm trailing my stop loss here on profit, or into profit on dollar yen, great runner. And yeah, so you can kind of see anytime I make an update video, right as I make that, that's where I'm sending out the alert to members as well. So basically there is the updated position there on dollar yen. Let's see if we can get some more here. So the reason I have only moved my stop loss, some people might say, well, Nick, why don't you just take profit here? It's at resistance, right? But remember that when we are in an uptrend, right, resistance tends to get broken. Not always, but in a strong trend, that is what we would expect to happen. Now, again, we've talked about several times, this is a trend following setup. I liked the pullback, I bought there. I'm looking for resistance to break. I'm actually looking to see if we can get something like this, right? A next pop. And I don't want to preemptively just take profit just because it looks like it's at resistance right now, because again, we are seeing a bit of rejection here, but I still want to give price a chance. That is why I've taken sort of the middle road, or basically I've trailed my stop loss, locking in price underneath support at these two levels. So basically, if price does pull back, I don't really want to see it move much more than down to one of these two levels to find support. If it continues lower, then I will just take my profit on the trade. And so right now we are in the beautiful situation of it's not a question of whether or not I make money. It's just a question of how much money the market wants to give me a chance to make. So again, floating just about $200 on the trade. I will take it. I'm happy to be in this situation. And from here, it is just a patience game. I'd love to see ideally a pop towards the upside here to 114.7, the previous top here. That would be very, very interesting to watch for. So again, now it is just a waiting game. I'll give you guys an update once things get moving. All right, guys, and just like that, we're out of dollar yen. Price came down and ended up tagging me for my stop loss, which was trailed into profit for a grand total of about $113 on the trade. Not a bad trade at all, in my view. Nice little, move to the upside. We didn't get the follow through, and to still be able to make $113 out of that move, I'm happy with it, because at the end of the day, what I was going for here, which did not end up working out, would have been a move, something like up to this level and maybe even beyond. Right? And of course, the hindsight part of me is saying, Nick, you should have seen that that was a pin bar and it was going to come back down, and that you should have taken profit up there, right? But the problem with playing that game is that maybe next time we get a pin bar like that, and then, we get a little bit of consolidation, but finally we see the breakout with some strong momentum, and bam, we have the full trade that we were going for, right? So the point is, in this video, sure, I shoulda, coulda, woulda taken profit right here, but in the end, in the long term, I have found in my trading strategy that being patient and taking trades like this, making small profits, banking those little profits, but then ultimately being patient enough for the big traders, the big trades that come along that really make sort of my strategy relevant to me, is the name of the game. So again, in the end, we took a profit there of $113, not bad. Again, there was more profit on the table. I shoulda, coulda, woulda taken more profit, but the message of the day is, hey, you're never gonna play it perfectly, and maybe next time we'll get the trade that we were looking for, but this time we still made profit. So nothing to complain about here. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that like button down below and subscribe to the channel for more trading content, and we'll see you back next time. What's up, guys? Thanks for watching today's video. There are more videos available on our channel here and here, so go ahead and click into that for some more free trading content. With that said, thanks for watching. We'll see you back next time.